We already talked about these things. I showed you an example of a link that I put up on my Facebook page. Goes right to your profile. Uses. You can actually embed this in websites. In addition to putting it in your Facebook or on your MySpace, you can upload this to websites. So if you have a website for your class as a teacher, this is an excellent way to add content to that website, to add instructional material to that website to supplement what you're doing in class, or to even add a presentation that you've done in class onto your class website so that students can use it to review what they've learned in class. Students who are absent can go and see what was covered in class as an excellent way to enhance what you're doing if you decide to take that route with your classroom. Also, as I mentioned in the scenario above, users without certain applications. You may have a student who they have a computer at home, they have the internet at home. Fortunately, in Philadelphia, the way things worked out politically with the wireless Philadelphia, um, you may have students who in other places would not have access to the internet, but who have access to the internet depending on what part of the city that they live in. And so they may have internet, but they may not have PowerPoint because they may not have Microsoft Office. This is a very easy way for them to be able to view the presentations that you make for your class without having to go out and get another software. They can look at it right in their web browser. Meetings. You can hold meetings through this program as well. You can also add sound to it and sync it with sound so that when people go and watch the presentations that you've uploaded, you can also give them a talk through as they go through the presentation. Obviously, you can publish your presentation so that they're available to other people, and they're available, that makes it available to people who you may not even know. You can put it out to the community if you want. If you want to keep it on private, if you want to restrict who sees it, you're able to do that as well. And you can connect with others. You can connect with others in your field and in your interest area. Students can use this as a way to connect with other students. Maybe you're a secondary teacher and you have 5 periods and you want the students across the different classes that you have, across the different sections you have, to be able to share with each other what they're learning. They can put together presentations and they can share across the different sections in that way, as opposed to sharing only within their 25 or 30 person class. You can use this as a way to connect with other teachers and see what they're doing, because we all know that as teachers, it's an excellent thing to do, to find out what other people are doing, and to incorporate that into what you're doing in your classroom and to share with them so they can incorporate that, so that we sharpen each other and help build each other up. So is this useful in the classroom? Obviously, you can tell that I believe that this is very, very useful in the classroom. Obviously, depending on what your situation is, who your students are, what school you're in, that's going to determine the way that you use technology in your classroom. But certainly this is an excellent tool to have in your toolkit, to potentially use in your classroom. It may be something that you use extensively throughout the year. It may be something that you use one time. Personally, I think it's great if you can get students involved in doing their own activities, where they're going out and where they're learning and where they're bringing information back into the class. This is something that can be helpful for them in collaboration. This is something that you can do to add, to supplement what you do in the classroom, because obviously we have a very restricted amount of time with our students. So if you can do anything outside of that 45 minutes, or if you're an elementary teacher, outside of that day that you have the kids, to give them extra, if they're willing to go out and find it and take advantage of it, this is an excellent tool for that. So this is a screenshot of the first example that I showed you, and then I did another upload where I actually uploaded a workbook that I prepared for the youth ministry that I work with, just so you could see an example of a nice looking Word document uploaded to SlideShare. How do you get it? You just go to slideshare.net. It's free to sign up. It's easy to sign up. It only takes a few minutes. Let me show you the website. This is what it looks like when you come to it. Um, Let me go into my slide. Actually, let me go into the uploader first. I won't upload a document because um, you don't want to sit here and watch a document upload. It's not that quick. It's fairly quick. It's not going to take all day. It's not like uploading a video to YouTube, but it's not something that I think you would want to see for this presentation. But this is where you go to upload documents, and boom, you just select the document, click upload, and it'll do that for you. Let me go to my slide space. So I can show you the two documents that I have uploaded. One is the one that I already kind of talked to you about, and let me show you, this can go into full screen as well, and you can view the presentation that way. You can share presentations, you can email them to others. So if you're teaching in a school, you're a social studies teacher, you're with a team of 5 other social studies teachers, you see a presentation that you think would be really great for multiple teachers to use, you can just click the share link and enter their email address and send it to them so that they can take a look at the presentation as well. Let me show you the other document that I uploaded, just so that you can see how it comes up as a book. And just so you can see, they also put a summary, a text summary at the bottom as well. And they do the same thing for the book. And this booklet is 20 or 30 pages long, so that's a long summary at the end. But as you see, it lets you just flip through page by page. It's almost like looking at a PDF, or you can scroll through. And you can also put this into full screen and look at this in full screen. And I won't go into too much with that because I don't want to bore you with my long-windedness that I gave to my leaders with the program that I work with. But you get an idea of what it looks like. This is a document that I published, but I kept private because it is something that I use with our leaders. The other one is on the Philadelphia School District, so I left public so you can see you're versatile in how you share the documents among the communities. Now, I don't have any students to add, or I haven't gone and added people. I really like this program, so I probably will, but I can't show you that feature. But this is, like I said, this is a really useful program, and I think that as teachers going into the teaching field, this is something that is really powerful and can be really useful. Even just from the perspective of, okay, you don't feel like worrying about leaving your flash drive at home and not having your presentation to share with your students, having it up, on the internet, up in the cloud, helps you not have to worry about that. That's one less thing that you have to worry about. So that is Slideshare, and I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation. I hope that you'll check it out and maybe use it as a teacher. Thank you so much.